All right, welcome. This right here is one of the best ways you can enter in for a sell position. So this right here is one of my favorite ways or my favorite setups to look for any given time I'm looking to get in for that sell and to make money on the downside. So real quickly, right? Always looking at your structure zone and realizing if price action is falling below a level, you're looking for the pullback and vice versa. If it's pulling above a level, you're still looking for the pullback. So the way I enter the market is the first thing you have to do is find them levels of support and resistance. If you're a technical trader, you can use multiple things as far as trend lines, zones, and this and that, right? To find where price action is coming to every given time and where it's always reacting to as far as falling all the way down or pushing all the way to the top side. It's a very, very simple fact. Now, with me, myself, right, the key thing I do is I'm always looking for things like this, right, where price action gets stuck at. And you're seeing things like this right here. And you're seeing things like this right here. If you come over here and get a trend line, you'll simply mark it all the way across just like that. And now you completely see how each one of these levels come all together. How this right here was a previous level of resistance, and over here is a new level of support. So this right here was a previous level of resistance, and this right here became a new level of support all the way across. You see how price action is catching at that same exact price action level. It's always going to be just as simple. Now from here, we're exactly going to come and get our zone, right? We don't got to draw our zone super big. It will be somewhere like that, right? Just very, very simple and very, very clean. So the first thing you're looking for is to see, is price action going to fall below this level and pull back to the same exact level you see here in the past? You want to see price action pull right back down to the same exact key level. Fall below a level pullback, you're looking for the sell. Every given time I'm looking for a sell entry, this right here is one of the main setups I'm looking for every given time. Also, like I said, you can use everything in your technical analysis bag, and right here we can easily draw a trend line and see how price action is always respecting that same exact level all the way across, right? Every single time price action comes to this trend line is always falling to the downside. We can see that also, which is why we're saying to ourselves, if it can fall below here and then pull back to the same exact level, we can get in for that sell entry. But the key thing is, once price action break below this level and then pull back to the same exact level we have in the past, right? So it'll come right here to this past level as well as this past level for that retest, and we're looking for the sell. But the big thing you have to find is that evening star confirmation. It can really be any kind of bearish confirmation when you're looking for the sell, but me personally, I'm always looking for the evening star. The evening star is a strong way to get in for that sell every single time at a level of resistance. It's a strong confirmation that price action is going to continue to push to the downside. So after all this, right, we have a very structured zone. We have our trend line. We see exactly how price action is going to move. All we're waiting for is that pullback to the same exact level, and then after that we're looking for the evening star. So as time go on, right, it falls below this level and you're doing nothing. This right here is exactly what you want to see. Is breaking below this level. Don't be eager to hop in and hop out real quickly and this and that. You're still waiting for that pullback to the same exact level. Do not forget about that. This right here, when it falls below here, you already expected price action to break below that level. So it's doing exactly as you said, right? But now you will have to be patient and wait for that pullback. Seeing how price action pulls back to the same exact level, this right here is exactly what you was waiting for. A lot of people get caught in on this quick little fall to the downside and they get fear of missing out and then hop hop in to these very, very non-good trades just like that, because they believe they're going to miss out on the downtrend when really price action has to recorrect. So always know, right, whether it be a uptrend, it has to be a correction before it continues up. Whether it be a downtrend, it has to be a correction before it continues to the downside. It has to be that way every time. So at this impulsive move to the downside, we already expect a correction to come right back into play. And we see that right here. Given this moment, we're looking or we're interested into getting into that short position. All we need now is more confirmation to tell us that, okay, it is going to reject this level. And we can be patient and wait for that, right? And we see here, this right here is exactly what I wanted to see. Something like this was that evening star confirmation. Like myself, price action fall below this level, pulls back to the same level. You're looking for that confirmation, that evening star. You're entering just like that. You're having that stop loss above the level or above the pattern. And you can always measure, right? If we enter here to here, it's like 12 or so pips. It's not a lot of pips by far. It's only 12 or so. You can even some cases give it a little bit more cushion on that trade so you don't get stopped out by wicks and this and that. But even being 16 pips is not a lot at all. So seeing this right here is exactly how we want to enter the market. The next thing I do after this is clone that level and bring it down just like that, because approximately this right here is going to be your TP1, and anything below that is TP2 and 3 and so forth and so forth. It really means up to you how long you want to stay into that trade. But seeing it just like this is exactly how you want to enter the market for that sell position. And then as price action falls down, you see it making all that profit, crazy profit, and you're making a lot of money in a given second, right? We can measure from here to here and be like, oh yeah, that's 25 pips for the morning. That's 250. That's whatever you're using, right? But 25 pips in a single second, just like that, or in a single hour or two, is a lot of profit for the single morning if you're a day trader. And you have to use this level at your take profit level because you're looking to the past, right? So this right here is real simple how you'll get into that sell position and make all that money to the downside, right? Price action breaks below that level, pulls back to the same exact structure zone as far as same exact past level of support and resistance. You have that even start a 2 hour, you make that trade, you get into that sell, and you make all that money to the downside. And really in this case, you see how far it fell down for like 37. So even though 25 pips were your TP, because that was the past level, it fell for about 37 all the way to the downside. So that right there is a very, very great trade for the morning. So this is a very, very simple way how you enter the market for a sell position. It don't really matter what pair you're looking at, whether it be Euro JPY, British Pound JPY, a crypto pair, a stock option pair, where like it really don't matter, right? Every single time you want to enter the market, this is one way you can look at it. I'll see you next time.